I got my new thing imported. I got the Christian Dior. They wanna look at the foreign. They couldn't even afford it. Look what I did with the bag. Look what I did with the bag. I got a thing in the back, and I ain't taking no chat. I got my new thing imported. I got the Christian Dior. They wanna look at the foreign. They couldn't even afford it.
Unfiltered people, we're back up in the building. Express Truth Show, making Thursdays great again. Before we do anything else today, people, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. It's algorithm business that we're dealing with, people. Push us into the algorithm, man. It's the realest podcast in the UK, the Express Truth Show. Before we do anything else, let's get straight into it, man. Let me bring in my co-host, Stephen Brown. Stephen, what are you saying, man? What's going on?
Situations will arise in our life, but you gotta be smart about it. Cause Yo, what we saying, man? Superman 91, Seymour KK87. It's a great show on earth, man. Dynamic duo is in full effect, making Thursdays great again, never late again. Sorry, man, unprofessional. I didn't even sort me mic before we bloody started, mate.
Nah, we good, man. We good, man.
Kicking it off like a game of FIFA, all that gas and jazz.
That's a fact, man. What are you saying, Steve? And what's going on? What's the week been saying, man?
It's been cool, you know. The weather's picking up and thing. I'm not gonna I don't want to say stress because you know we don't believe in stress. Man's been a little anxious and yeah. I can't even talk. This shows you it's working. I ain't been sleeping, man. Anxious, bro. Get me? Things going in and that. You know you trying to get something off the ground. It's a bit heavy, you know, Mark.
Nah, facts, man.
But
facts.
Swings and roundabouts, big man. What you said, dog?
Chilling, man. Just similar to yourself. You know how this thing goes. You have people, Stephen, who they think they can get one over on you.
What we are talking about, dog?
Yeah, man. They think they can get one over on you, but what they don't realize is, you know, when your money's legal, Stephen, you can utilize it through the system.
Oh, legal like an ego.
Yeah. Because remember, certain men have gone through life, Stephen, being able to rob who they want, do all kind of things that they want, and they've never been held accountable besides when they go in front of the white man. So you know what we do, Stephen? We bring them in front of the white man. You get me?
That's
like, our bread's legal around here, man.
Certain man's kryptonite, you know, G.
Yeah, facts. Our bread's legal around here, so we bring man in front of the white man. We can do the road thing. It's like we're not gonna get tricked out of our position and do the road thing. I know the brother who tried to do us over. Yeah, we're gonna make content out of him. Not yet. People keep hearing me reference. We're gonna make content out of him, yeah, but not yet. People, we're gonna wait until the court case and all that. But we're gonna make content out of the brother. He's gonna end up on a story. It's gonna be a story about bad mind, envy, jealousy, hate, and someone who acted upon that by trying to do over, express truth through a business lens. You know what I mean? They tried it. So that brother has never been held accountable for anything that he's ever probably did in his life. He's probably robbed a lot of people.
In life, you can always tell who's never been held accountable and who's never been punched in the face.
Facts. And we could have took it to a road thing still.
You can always,
but we ain't on all of that.
You can always tell in life when no one's had that energy, you know what? You know, you're not kept the same energy, mate, and all of that.
Yeah, man.
It's just mad still.
We could have definitely took it to, while it is people, look, you see in life when you're a man who you stay out of the way and you build like almost like a concrete bubble around yourself to where anybody who comes in and out of that is carefully vetted, because you don't want people to bring their problems to you, but you still have people who watch you and they want to see your downfall in it. So what I'm saying to folks out there, whoever may need to hear this, is there's a system out there, innit? We're in the UK, and there's a system that protects those who move legally. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who don't move with integrity in today's world. But people, you see, when you're a man who's legal and your money is legal, you're protected. Even so, basically, let me give you an example. Me and Stephen are in this room now. I say to Stephen, yo, Stephen, can you borrow me £1,000? Because remember, a lot of these people, they try and get you by asking to borrow money first.
Mm.
And when they can't really get you that way, they try and get you with other like get rich quick
You
schemes and
need a
stuff.
rack. Hold on. Let me take it out of my socks.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, you just talk. Sorry, I thought you were
You
serious.
see what I'm saying?
My bad.
But let's say I say to you, Stephen, now, this is something that enough man don't know, you know. Let's say I say to you now, Stephen, borrow me £1,000.
Yeah.
And I text you and say, can you borrow me £1,000? And you text me back and you say, yeah, I got you covered, Mark, don't worry. And you borrow me the £1,000, Stephen. And then I say to you, I'll pay you back in 1 month's time. And you say, no problem, pay me back in 6 weeks if you can. I'll give you an extra 2 weeks. Now, after the 6 weeks, Stephen, if I come to you and say, yo, Steve, no, you come to me and say, yo, Mark, what you saying, man? Can I get my £1,000 back? And I say, Stephen, I'm not paying you back yet. I ain't got it, or whatever the case. Now, if you want to, which you will be well within your rights, you can take that to court. You get what I'm saying? You can go to court and say, yo, Mark took £1,000 off me and didn't pay me back. So I need the court to step in to mediate this thing. Now, even if I turn around, Stephen, and say, yo, I ain't got no bread, nothing, I'm going to get what you call is a CCJ, a county court judgment. And what that does now, once you get that on your name, for 6 years, yeah, you can't get no credit or nothing. And even after the 6 years, especially in the time that we're in now, your name is mashed up with credit. Not to mention that a lot of these men, because they've created problems with everyone in their life, they now look for like fresh people to take advantage of or to rob or whatever. So not to mention you're mashing up your good name not your good name, you're mashing up your name as well. So people, the whole reason why I'm saying this on the show is because like there's a lot of boys who like, they're going through life trying to do the right thing, working, and there's like scumbags that are trying to take advantage of them. Yo, don't take nothing to the road. That's what these guys want. They want you to go down to the road and mingle with them on the road. Don't do that. Make sure you document everything and take it to court, man. Simple. Take it to court, man. That's how you got to do it. And what it is that this is just an example of prevention's better than cure.
Bible.
Because there's a lot of like small arguments that go on and people are like, oh, this man took money off me and rare. You don't need to argue with these people. Deal with them in the system. Because remember, a lot of these guys, you're dealing with people that they're able to lie to their mom and dad their whole life. Like they've shot at people. This happened. Whatever it is, problems they've got in their life. Whatever problems they've had in their life, they're able to talk to their mom. Oh, I did this happened. Because you'll never be held accountable in that world. But when they go in front of the white man, they'll be held accountable. So I'm going to make it clear now, people, if you do any kind of business with Express Truth, any kind of business, we're doing it properly. And if you think you're going to run off and scam us and do all of that, you'll be held accountable because we will spend the money again to put you in front of the white man.
I am the law.
See what I'm saying?
Judge Dredd business.
So that's all I need to say. That's all I had to say, Stephen. But other than that, things is great. Nice birthday. See what I mean?
Happy
Jamming.
belated, big
yeah,
man.
Man. Respect, man. Relaxed. Just relaxed.
It's a man just turned 21, yeah?
Nah, man. Quite the opposite still. Quite the opposite, man.
He has older than you feel, Negro.
But though, I embrace age, though. You know, like a lot of men, they'll be like, oh, I'm getting old and all that. Like, I embrace getting old.
Listen, I always say, man,
Get me?
every day above ground's a blessing, bro.
Facts.
Not everyone has the luxury to grow older. I feel like in that regard, at least, just the whole process of growing older comes with it. I would hope at least it comes with that insight / wisdom. Do you know what I mean? That it is a blessing. Because when you're young, you're like, I don't want to get older. But life moves in stages, man. It's like nature, man. You get me?
Facts.
Winter, summer, spring, autumn, all them things. Like life comes and goes, man. Certain things repeat themselves. Sometimes it's a once in a lifetime event, man. So you gotta cherish it, man. It sounds cliche, it sounds cheesy, but you gotta live every day like it's your last, man.
No, facts.
I mean, today I'm gonna go bungee jumping because I don't mean all of that. You can do that if you want to, but you don't have to take it to those extremes. But Just be grateful for the little things, man.
Now that's definitely a message that I want to get across. So basically, yeah, I don't know that I'm reflecting the last few days. So it's quite easy, Stephen, for time to pass and for you not to reflect on the past or even the present.
Mm-hmm.
That's a mistake. I think I've made that mistake more than once. And what I did, Stephen, is on my birthday, I got up earlier and I went to start the stream. And before I started the stream, I said, you know what? Let me just go back into the archives, Express Truth. let me just go back in because like we've been doing this, Stephen, for so long. I was like, let me just go back in and we've got like there's nobody, I'm being serious now, like you'll struggle to find like anyone in the UK that's got as much episodes as man,
Right.
like real talk. So I went back into the archives and the oldest show I could find, Stephen, you know how old I was?
Go on, how old?
I was 25. Yeah.
Is that how long we've been doing this thing?
We've been doing this thing, Stephen. I was 25. And obviously we weren't consistent. We were ramping. But I went back and I was like, damn, look how long we've been doing this thing.
Facts.
Like, look how long we've been doing this thing, yeah?
100% legit. Consistent, non-consistent. Not relying on guests. Not paying for guests. Not sitting down with whores. Not sitting down with wannabe washed up rappers. Not sitting down with fake influencers and entertainers. And still been doing the thing consistently, man.
Facts. Done it our way.
Not getting half the recognition that we should, but I'm grateful for what we do get, man. To all the real ET supporters and it, big up yourself.
Yeah, big up yourself every time, man. Every time. So I went back from then and I was like, you know what? Look how far back this Express Truth thing goes, man.
I went down the rabbit hole, man.
Went down the rabbit hole and I was like, damn, like all these years of, the consistency only came in, I'd say, Stephen. We had a consistency 2017.
Call it a spade. All the years of content. And yes, it hasn't all been consistent, but all the years of content, yeah?
Facts. All the years of content have been
100%.
It's been put it like this, yeah. Listen, everyone who has supported us here in any way, shape, or form from back then till now, thank you, man. Respect, because there is certain people that have been around from them times there
Facts.
to now, and it's a beautiful thing, man. Because I was going back and I was like, damn, like throughout all these years, we've kept it not only real, but we're one of the few when certain topics, when there's certain viral moments, yeah, we're one of the few who you're going to come to and hear the reality.
Bible.
So that brings me enough of that sentimental stuff now, yeah.
I need a tissue, man.
It's a fact, man. Enough of that sentimental stuff. I'm gonna bring it into today's world.
Talk to me nice, you.
So
you say you're kicking off like a game of FIFA, man.
Yeah, man. Let's get into this thing. So the other day, yeah, I see this message pop up maybe 3 to 4 times. And you know what that means in the Express Truth verse? That means that there's something they want us to react or talk about.
True.
So they're like, yo, reaction.
We're talking about the state of Brum right now.
No. Not even that. That video is up now, though, people. The last video before this.
Oh, I thought you wanted to read. I thought you wanted to address.
We can get into that if you want, though.
I thought you wanted to address.
Because we ain't heard from you, yo.
Oh,
this video, Stephen, is the big woman at the Usher concert in London. That was.
I didn't see it, you know. No, I'm lying. I saw it, Mark, but I didn't watch it.
Playing with the cherries. So for those who don't know,
is it bad?
Look on it right now.
Watch it right now.
Watch it right now. Yeah. Let me explain to you guys at home, yeah? So Usher has a part of his concert, yeah, that he goes in the crowd and he'll say like, I'm looking for wifey. I'm looking for wifey. You know all that stuff. You know all that stuff.
Big up
and
Usher,
then
man.
He holds up people, hear me good, you know. He holds up a set of cherries. Now you might say, well, why is he holding up a set of cherries? These cherries are meant to immolate testicles. Now some people are like, nah, they're not. That's what, look at how the women are interacting with these cherries and tell me It's not meant to be testicles. So Usher has this part of his concert where he goes into the crowd and he holds up these cherries amongst above a woman's mouth, and she will then use her tongue and immolate what she would do, I'm guessing, to Usher's testicles. Now, this big woman went up there now. We're not going to play it still because I'm not going to play it out of respect, yeah, for the woman's son, because we now know she's got a son. For her husband, because we now know that she had a husband.
Oh, the London concert.
Yeah. So we're not going to play it just through respect of her
but you
son
know what it is?
and her husband and all the other males in her family. Because if one of the women that I love were to do this, I would expect man to extend same courtesy.
But
what
you
you saying?
No, but you know what it is? I'm watching it now. But before you carry on, obviously I don't want to. I'm not gonna talk bad about nobody mother still, so I'll bite my tongue in that regard. But why are we extending Olive Branch and all of that? It's gone viral. It's on Instagram and all of that. On your favorite fucking blog page.
Facts, fam. Facts. But you know,
so why do I have to be holy, man?
But you know, after I heard the story, I said,
we don't walk on water, big man.
I said, damn, and we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it, Stephen.
Play it, fam. Yo, editor-in-chief, put that on the screen, fam. No. The reason I'm saying that, and people might think I'm being harsh, if you felt so bad, you wouldn't have done that and embarrassed your family. And don't come to us, because we're not even the messenger, because we're like third thousand posting it. You know what I mean? So don't do that, man. All right. I'm gonna start being nice to people, because people don't extend courtesy. So I'm not gonna be in a blog like courtesy, man.
All right, Stephen, I'm glad you said that because I came prepared today.
The married man. The married man.
This is a big woman, yeah, who's gone to an Usher concert. Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that. You see what I mean? You've gone to an Usher concert.
It'll be Chris Brown soon.
I like Usher.
You know, see Breezy Bowl. In my sell tickets for Breezy Bowl. It's gonna be Chris Brown soon, lad.
But you see, she's gone to this concert now, and that part came up in the concert, Stephen. That wifey, where are you? Wifey, where are you?
Oh, I didn't know that's how he drops it.
Wifey, where are you? Here I'm not the best singer, but you know the song. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he's gone up to the woman now, the big woman, Stephen. I'm not going to say woman, I'm going to say woman. And you know what he's done?
Virgin, she dropped to her knees.
Wow. No, but it was bad enough, yeah.
She had tongue bars, she had tongue bars,
Swing that camera.
Blood, she's giving it a ball koozie, fam. She had tongue bars,
Look, listen.
No, man, admin, post this bomber.
What are you saying? Post it.
Throw that up, admin.
All right, listen.
That big man.
People, listen, man.
She had tongue bars, Bridget.
Listen to this good.
Sorry, go on.
She's in the concert now, yeah? The Usher concert. That wifey, where are you bit comes up. You know the song. I've just sung it. It goes over. Now, before my man even took out the cherries, before he even took out the cherries, this big woman, it's almost like she was ready to drop to her knees, Stephen.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Please.
Watch the video,
Please,
man.
get the fuck out of here, man.
She almost dropped to her knees, Then, the second part to the disrespect, the second leg of the disrespect, the sequel of the disrespect, Usher held the fake cherry testicles over the woman's mouth. And not even, Stephen, hear me good, Right now, people, look, let me just flash it on Stephen. He's disgusted. Look at it. Forget that the camera's on there. Look at that. The man's disgusted, So,
jogger bars,
Listen how this woman, don't worry, man. I got this man covered, man. Listen. While she's in this concert, Stephen, she never once said, yo, should I immolate the act of teabagging this cherry in front of this man? For this moment, for this viral moment, or do I show the due respect to not only my man, but to my son and the men who are in my life? She didn't show them that respect, people. she decided to, what did you call it, Stephen?
Juggle bars. Should I give him a bag? What is your name? Bar jacuzzi, bar koozie, fam.
All right, so you heard what man said. She decided to juggle balls. Yeah?
You must see a clown.
You heard what she
You
did?
must see a clown.
So now, you know what the man said, Stephen? The man seen the video and he said, rude girl.
Her husband.
Her husband. He seen the video and he said, rude girl. How dare you? How dare you embarrass me like that? How dare you embarrass me like that on a stage like that?
At least he's got a backbone.
You know what the man did, Stephen?
What?
He said, rude girl,
Pack everything.
I need a divorce immediately.
Yeah, man.
Now, you know what these same girls are saying now that was talking about?
He's insecure. He's a narcissist.
Get the fuck out of here,
Mark,
man.
I would not-
Please, get the fuck out of here, man.
I would not be surprised. Sorry, people. No, I'm on my phone this evening. I wouldn't be surprised if we hear soon claims of abuse.
Yeah.
He was abusive for years. So it take Usher a jug of bar cherry in your face for you. Go suck yourself, man. Why should Mark? This is what I'm trying to say. That's why I had to cut you off at the start, man. Why we being why am I man? You want to embarrass yourself, those in your life, those that you love, yeah, by committing this act, by acting out sexual favors and blah blah blah, yeah. Wow, it's the internet, so on a global stage, yeah.
Facts.
And I'm supposed to protect your innocence. I'm supposed to be like, oh, you're flashing to the world, and I'm like, oh, no, don't look, guys. Show everything. Yoga bars.
It's crazy.
If you knew better, you'll do better, man.
And the thing is, you know, like some of these girls, like, well, this is a woman, yeah. You see this woman now. What's weird to me is that Usher, you're just part of the show. So Usher's not even gonna spend a night with you. I mean, I'm not saying that he might not do that with certain girls, but you're really gonna risk ruining your marriage, yeah, ruining your relationship, yeah, over saying that Usher held these cherries over your mouth. Nah, man, do better, man. Do better. Do better. When you girls go to these concerts, yeah, you gotta understand, this is entertainment. These men are not. I'm not saying they're not attracted to you, but
Mark, I know
whether they did or didn't. Facts.
I know what you're trying to say. Listen, whether they are or they aren't, the most you're gonna get is a one night stand, a story, and maybe a face full of cream. That's it. That's it, man. The man's gonna give you a protein. I send you about your way, man. Or he might do a Drake freak show and make you eat at a random while he's watching and that. Come on, man. These man, listen. Blood, I've heard about you, man. You know, you, man, run these same gal that you see in the movie. Yo, I need that, you know, bro. I need it, bro. Go chat to her then. Nah, I don't want to move to it right now. I ain't got my gyro yet. Your same favorites that you'd love, fam. You'd love to drink her bathwater, blood. She's letting your favorite artist hammer it in the back, fam. I'm not talking back shot, fam. Get me? She's taking deliveries in the back. Yeah? Nastiness, fam. Fire burn them, fam.
What's going on, man?
Get me? But don't want to act all bougie doozy with you, man. But you know what it is? It's not even just that. It's not even just the Usher thing. I know I'm going off on one now. But you know what I want to talk about as well? You know the whole sex tourism thing as well?
Great minds, man. Great. When you talking about the Rafters. The Rafters. Talk it right, you know.
Why?
Because certain girl from Brum, I've seen certain idiot girl from
when am I
Brum.
going?
Get the
Wait,
fuck.
let me do the remix.
Get the fuck.
Go on.
You talk about when I'm going to yard on the raft,
Yeah.
I'm going to rub it down.
Yeah, man.
Yo, get I get
But you need to make
up on the raft, you
$100 a
know.
month. Break it down.
Man with one flip flop, rip up marina, shot me out of the cut out pants, cut foot pants, a section of bushes. But you need to be 6 foot, 6 figures a year, 6-bedroom house. You gotta have all these things going on for you. Just for the girl to jump on a plane and give it up to a geezer. No disrespect. Probably couldn't buy a multi-pack of Doritos, blood, if he tried. Come on, blood. If you knew better, you'd do better. That's what I'm saying. The sex tourism, obviously I'm against it. I don't agree with it at all. Well, we've seen it. And it's not just men. I'll be honest. It's not just Caucasian men. It's not just Caucasian men. It's men of color. And it's not just men, full stop. It's women as well. And I don't get it. It's because a lot of you have these, whether it's feminist or you just have these modern interpretations of what a woman should be and gender equality and rare and all of this. So you take it to the extreme and you want to do what some of these perverted men do when they hop on planes and go elsewhere and participate in sex tourism. Or maybe you just realize that no one's going to put up with your notions of, I'm a woman, I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't help my husband with the bills, I don't do his washing, I don't give him no pum-pum, I don't do nothing for him, I don't help, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't work, I expect you to be treated like a queen. Because you realize it, man, because some of these simps are finally waking up, they're not going to put up with the bullshit, they're not going for the okie doke no more. So some of you, and I've seen it, some of you females, you look good, you look decent. And when I know looks on everything, but what I mean is like, you wouldn't struggle to catch a male gaze in the West. You don't need to do that. So clearly, if you're over there doing that, there's something wrong with you, man. And a lot of the time, if she looks good and she's over there doing that, that means the apple's rotten, man. It's shiny, but it's rotten.
Nah, but you know them Rafters girls, yeah.
When am I getting fucked on the raft?
Yeah, I know this. She's not a girl. She's a woman. Yeah,
Yes.
she might be like early 40s. Yeah,
Okay.
decent little woman still, single and that.
Yeah.
She's got some children and that. Anyway, yeah, she goes yard and that still, and she goes on them Rafters. Yeah, so I've seen her go on them Rafters, innit? You know them Rafters with the man's just rubbing up the bottom.
Yeah,
and all
on the
that.
raft, on the raft.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'll show you the girl after this.
the clay
woman after this.
massage raft. Yeah.
I'll show you after this.
Okay.
Anyway, now I know personally that she's got like a little body on her, innit? Like, you know, like nice bottom, like stiff breast. So if she's in the bits, like a lot of men around here are gonna run her down.
Okay.
So that's made her kind of almost like, yo, I need something that's driving a new thing. I need something that's gonna be able to do A, B, or C because of the attention. But what's happened now, what a lot of that type of woman don't realize is, coming like the Premier League, new players are entering the league every year.
Facts.
So eventually, your prime passes, innit?
Yeah. Obviously,
You know what I mean?
man, you're the old shape.
Yeah.
Man need a new plate.
A lot of men want the new plates. So what happens is, you're doing them rafter moves and that.
So you have to jump on plane and give it up to man who I said, bag juice, juice and water, bag juice.
No, no.
Chips, me, I said, chips.
Big up them man there still.
Big up-
What?
no, no.
Big them up, but you have to now
Man, it's no.
tap in.
Is
You
that
get me?
camera on me?
You gotta tap in, man.
Fam, it's no disrespect because that's our people, fam. So
Factual, man,
it's never a
factual.
disrespecting, but I'm saying that to say you have to go over and get a man who's obviously man are hustling, they're doing their thing, but they're not going to be driving this or have this massive. You know what I'm trying to say?
Bible facts.
They're not going to have all
Bible
these
facts.
things that you demand of someone in the West. If a geezer's working a 9 to 5 here, you don't want him. But a man who are hustling, DVD.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Checking me a jerk. And all them thing there.
You don't mind then.
You don't mind then.
You don't mind then.
Man, with no disrespect, when you weigh up the two situations, you would probably have to mind.
Facts.
Make it make sense.
No, but remember, it's the FBA man them that brought this conversation to the forefront, because they were like, yo, you girls are gonna go over there, yeah. No disrespect to any of the mans that are in Africa, Caribbean doing their thing. Do your thing, innit? But you girls are here talking about man in the UK and the USA have to make a certain amount of money. But when you go over there, it's man in flip-flops with toe separators that you making deal with the thing.
Come on, man.
You get what I'm saying? So to me, something's backwards, Stephen. Something is backwards here. Something's backwards, man. Because even like that girl I'm telling you about on the Rafters, yeah, you know how much prime years that girl lost? Well, that woman lost. I'll show you after this, man.
Thinking she's the it girl.
Thinking you were the thing, and now you're on the Rafters. You look forward to the Rafters. And could you get a man here to do you that? You could. Well, you know what it is, Stephen? You know what it is? I found out what it is. You know, even like when we're abroad and we've seen certain, and you're like, hold on, well, what's she doing that? You know why they're doing it? It's one word: embarrassment. Embarrassment, because you spent years talking down on the little man who was doing his honest work. You spent years talking down and the little college youth who was doing his college commute with one day hoping to become something. You spent years ignoring the milkman. You spent years ignoring the postman because you said, "Yo, I need."
And now in 2025, you'd be dying to give either one of them front.
There you go.
So you get your letters upon time and you look a free butter from a milkman.
Wild. It's wild.
And you
out
talk
here.
about the bills them too high and you can't afford Lurpak.
It's wild. Out
No,
here.
Sam, I can't help you.
It's wild out here, man. And that's a lot of people are just coming to that realization now. That's all it is. And that's what with that.
Listen, you guys wasting your time. Instead of seducing man and Raf, you want to try to seduce the fucking gas or electric man, mate. Might be able to sort your fucking meter.
Facts.
If you knew better, you'll do better, man. Well, obviously, Mark, all these guys are just chatty patties, man. They don't live what they preach, you get me?
Yeah,
They don't live what they preach, man. It's gonna get worse, man. It's gonna get worse. You're gonna have to fly over someone, take up someone, because nobody know why you're so. You're free people, then bono.
Yeah, because it's mad, you know, because like how we're on the show now, let me tap in. People comment on this scenario as well. Because this is a little back and forth I had with a woman. Yeah. And basically I was having a back and forth with a woman. Now,
Yeah.
And
In the comments.
No. This is in real life.
Okay.
Yeah, this is in real life. So I was having a little back and forth with this woman now, yeah. And she was basically saying, men expect too much of women. That's why women...
What's too much? I know you're going to say it, but what's too much?
Basically, she's saying, like, men expect too much of, like, modern day women. Because she was conversating off the back of the episode when we were speaking about the manosphere.
Yeah.
So she was saying...
So what did she say, though? I want to know specifics.
So basically, she was saying that men expect women to be a modern woman, which is bring an income in. So go out to work and bring an income in. But then at the same time, be at home and be like a woman at home, meaning cooking, cleaning, doing all of that kind of stuff.
I can't knock her point, but clearly it's the opposite side of the same coin. Because I hear women say things like, "Oh, I want a geezer who's 8'7", has no kids, but he's amazing with kids, has 10 degrees, but has time for me, has his own businesses, knows the road, did 15 years in jail, but he's never been to prison." You know what I mean? So it's the same bullshit.
And that's
Well,
what
I don't
said that to her.
I don't know because she could be right because I don't know about this modern, because I stay out of it, so I don't know about this modern interpretation of men, this modern interpretation of women. I stay out of it.
You know the conclusion that
Well, a lot of women that I see, like, so when I see the manosphere stuff, and then what's the women's one called? Is it Red Pill? Is that
Red Pill's manosphere, innit?
what's the woman's one called?
They
Whenever I
don't
talk to them,
They don't know the name. They don't know
But
the name.
anyway, anytime I have seen them on the podcast, it's always things like, my man needs to make, it's always ridiculous amounts of money a year, Mark, yeah? 10 million annually. Okay. Well, I'm not going to cook. I'm not going to clean. So what are you going to do? Oh, I'll just be at home, relaxing, if there's any kids, whatever. So straight away, your values are wrong because A, you want to be looked after, and B, you want old school traditions, as in you don't work. You might just take care of the yard. But you don't want to do that anymore. But you bring nothing to this gentleman's life. Do you know what I mean? And then if you ask the question, "Oh, so what do you bring?" They either get mad or it's dumb stuff. "Oh, I cook, I clean." Okay. You can pay someone. If he's so rich, you can pay anyone to do that. Because I assume he probably won't have the time. Do you know what I mean? You can have people on staff to do that. "Oh, yeah, I'll keep him company." He can pay another friend.
Now, you know what the conclusion we come to?
I'll let him zoom. He can pay and zoom. Gella be throwing at him for free. He's rich.
But the conclusion we came to when I was speaking to this lady,
Yeah,
is that it's a lot of people. There's a lot of people online who only represent the minority. She was basically saying
they just have the loudest voices.
Yeah, she was basically saying that if she's happy to play the modern role or to play the old school role, she's happy to play either role dependent on what her partner brings to the table. So if her partner's a provider, then she's happy to play the old school role. But if her partner's not a provider, she's happy to do the 50-50 thing. You see what I'm saying? So she was just saying that what them guys online are doing is they're painting an unrealistic expectation, which then in turn, the women are painting an unrealistic expectation. So what we kind of agreed to disagree on in the end is that maybe you need more of the majority voices online when it comes to this whole like manosphere, feminist thing. You need people who are not speaking through a personal experience. You need people who are speaking more on a generic level. And she was kind of saying that's how these things have gone out of control now. Because there might be a woman who has broken up with a man and it might be a bad breakup. Now she's online looking for women who have had bad breakups. So they want to she's looking for a space.
They want to band together.
That speaks negatively about men.
Avengers Assemble, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is. And likewise with the men.
But that's why they say misery loves company, innit? Like all of this man bashing, woman bashing, it shows it. Misery loves company. All these people are miserable. They've either, and a lot of the time, Mark, they haven't even been through anything. They've just been unopinionated sponges and they've soaked it all up. Or they might have had one bad situation. Because I saw one the other day, but I had to scroll past it because you know I let this, it's like water for ducks back. I don't want to take this stuff in. And the lady was saying, she said something about, I think she went through something, she had a breakup or something, and she was like, oh yeah, this is why I hate all men. All men are weird. I'm like, yo, I had to correct someone in real life about that the other day because it was a girl in it. You know I don't care, but I just said, the blanket statement thing's dangerous, you know. I'm like, people need to stop doing that. Like men need to stop doing it, women need to stop doing it. Just because you may have had one bad situation. You don't know all men. Facts. You don't know all women, man. Facts. All you're doing is filling yourself up with negativity and potentially locking yourself off for something good that could be waiting for you around the corner, man. Facts. But you don't want to. We don't want to get into them things. Listen.
No, but it's the truth. No, but Stephen, no,
I don't want
let's
to
keep it
start,
real.
you know, Mark. It's Love Connection with Superman 91. I don't want to do it, you know.
We can break it down, man.
Come on, man. I don't want to launch that show, you know.
It can launch, man.
Come on,
because no, you know what it is, yeah. No, you know what it is.
Oh, true.
I've worked it out. You see, online, it's like a situation where people want engagement in it. So if you say the most outrageous thing and you clip it up a certain way and you put the title a certain way, they're looking for engagement. That's all it is. That's all it is. So all of this talk about like, you're right, you haven't met every man. And likewise for men, you haven't met every woman. But if you speak about the negative, that's what's going to get the engagement.
Engagement.
That's what's going to get it.
Shares, likes, comments.
That's what's going to get it. So a lot of people, they're saying, yo, I'll say this or I'll say that. Because even when we go back a few years ago with the explosion of Red Pill, there were people that were just saying things to get clicks.
Anything. People are still doing that now. It's kind of shifted, but people go to the most extremes now. So you got people with mental illnesses on camera. I don't know why. People taking man serious, bud. Man's a maniac, bud, and you taking man serious, bud.
I've noticed that.
Talk nothing but shit.
I've noticed that.
You're letting people upset and offend. Fuck them niggas, fam.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Fuck them and all that loves them, fam.
Now, remember, they just want the views, innit? So they're just looking at, yo, where's the views at? I'm going to go where the views are at. And then remember, they're forgetting that.
Man need to search. Man need to check the job search.
A lot of things are entertainment, innit? Like a lot of things when mans are tapping into certain shows and that, it serves an entertainment purpose. Do you get what I'm saying? So let's say you're a man who you're into like you, Stephen, you watch anime. You're into anime.
Yo, people, Devil May Cry, Netflix now. Take that in immediately.
So you see, that's your thing, anime. Now you may have started watching anime when you was a youth.
Facts.
Now you might have watched anime
Dragon Ball
on a
Z,
day.
Ultimate Muscle.
You might have found anime on a specific day or a specific time frame that your mind brings to a happy place.
Bible.
So yo, every time you watch anime, you're in that happy place, innit?
Facts.
So now, if you're let's say you're having a good day, so tomorrow, cha-ching, a payday comes in.
More than
boom,
that.
you're not at work. Boom, yo, I've got free. You get a call from from A, B, or C. Yo, SB, A, B, or C. Bare good news. Now you say, yo, let me throw this anime on. Because that's how your brain works. That's a real thing, you know.
Facts.
So, a lot of these shows, when you see entertainment, like a lot of man, I've tried to watch them, Stephen, without saying too much. There's an individual that I wanted to hear the individuals talking because this individual, I wanted to hear the individual story.
Yeah.
So, boom, I've tapped in now. Yo, let me see what's going on now. Every time the individual's building a picture where I'm like, yeah, man, let me see what I'm going. Yeah, man. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Just cutting off the individual. I'm like, but yo.
Who's the interviewer?
Yeah, fam.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, let the brother talk, man. The brother start talking again. Boom, boom, building a picture. I'm like, yeah, man, build the picture. Yo. I'm like, yo, man. You keep cutting off the brother. Fam, I said, if it happens one more time, I'm going to turn it off. So I turn it off. So I'm like, you have to understand that these things are just entertainment. That's all it is. It's not about any kind of jewel dropping. It's not about any kind of enlightening. It's not about learning anything. It's just about entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say the most outrageous things. I'm going to cut you off for small giggles because it's about entertainment.
True.
That's it. And that's what we're seeing, innit? There's not no real questioning. Like, one thing with the UK, what I'll tell you, is that if something happens in the UK, like let's say young Philly right now. So let's say let's say he gets cleared now. Yeah. So he gets cleared now. Boom, young Philly is innocent. He gets cleared. Now he comes back to the UK and he goes onto a platform, Stephen. Mans will purposely not ask the questions that the viewer wants to know. The UK don't have a platform like that.
Because they're all friends.
That people go on to, where a man can say, rude boy, let's say you were accused of stealing people's cats. Yeah, you thief cats, you're a cat burglar.
Literally.
Man, when you come on now, a man's meant to say, yo, are you a cat burglar or not? These men will ask every question.
What is your
besides
obsession with puss?
They'll ask every question besides that. And the only time where UK media gets to the next level is when man are not afraid of asking certain questions.
I don't think it will, you know.
You don't think so?
It will.
We used to have darkers back in the day still for the elders.
It will, Mark, but not until the scene evolves, because right now it's highly concentrated in LO, and shout out the London Massive though. But it's highly concentrated in London, and that's not an issue. That's not the main issue. The main issue is that the majority of these people in these platforms, they're all friends or the wannabe friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're either friends or the fans. So they're arse lickers blood. So you could have your favorite sitting down there, going through a madman case, whatever, Mark, this, that, the third. So when's the new album dropping, bro? The video, I saw the visuals.
It's mad. Yeah, man.
What's wrong with you, blood?
Yeah, man.
Blood clot group, if
Yeah, because a man will be like, a man will come up now. Nah, I could do it right now. A man will come up now. First of all, yeah, you see when you're going on a podcast, yeah, you're on a podcast, people, that you can't be too cool for school.
Facts.
So this is how it goes, Stephen. Let me do it for you, yeah? So a man will go on the podcast, be like, yeah, man, you know, I'm just here, man. Back in the day, you know, I had the thing on me, man. Anything step to me, you're mad. I had the SK. Listen, I'll tell you like this though, yeah. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't want to say too much, but I'm gonna keep this thing real. Yo, the other day now, yeah, I dropped my merch, you know. Mad thing, I sold like 20,000 the first day. It's mad like that. Man's ain't doing it like that. I'm doing this business thing, fam. Man's just able to spew all that. There's not even hold on, 20,000. Look how much times even back in the day where man was just throwing out numbers and I said, Stephen, not on the gossa. I said, it sounds good, but it ain't been fact checked. None of that. That's what it is.
Well, Mark, it's mad, you know, because we're in this new age, yeah. Hey, fam, Skynet's over there. Tesla robot, all them thing there. Mr. Car. All right, if you have certain bad boy Chinese, shout out the Chinese as well. I need that sponsorship yesterday. You have certain bad boy Chinese whip, yeah? You live in your apartment block, bro, yeah? You live on a 10th floor, penthouse, whatever. There's certain cars, your driver park, like let's say you got your allocated spot, the car will learn the route, bro. So you could be on the ground floor and call down the car.
Right.
And that's how we there with the thing.
Yeah, it's mad.
But you want ask man idiot question. Cause you want to be bumbo clap bitching and got man blood clap black party. Cause suck your mother boy. You idiot.
But matter of fact, like how we're on camera now. Yeah. So
Oh true.
right now it's like in America, this is like the number one talking thing right now.
Our.
So you got No Jumper, Adam 22.
Why them broke?
Saying that it's going broke.
Them broke like dog, man.
So check it now.
I think it's before you even start.
No, we're having a dialogue.
Because he said, for those that haven't seen it, because we ain't gonna pull it up.
break it down.
Little flag man. He popped up and said, "Hi guys, I can't do this number. Yeah, it's M22, No Jumper. I had to let some staff go because I love to watch my wife get fucked by black guys on camera. That's my thing. I'm a cock." Basically, he was saying that it's broke, innit? No Jumper. He's trying to say himself personally is all right, but I think he's lying there as well. But he said No Jumper's broke. They had to let off bare staff. That big old building, is that in LA, Mark? The one they purchased?
Yeah, LA.
They're looking to sell that, aren't they? And downsize and all kinds of stuff. So they can try and get cash solvent and stay ahead of the curve for a few months and stuff. So where he's almost bit Vlad. Well, he has bit Vlad. Oh, but he has bit Vlad because he's like, $100 a month, but he's not selling any information. It's just some bullshit. It's basically a premium members he's doing, but when he described the tiers, it ain't worth nothing. You get me? But so what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about Adam specifically, or
No, just
the whole building?
So
you're talking about the network thing that he's trying to build.
No, not that. So basically, he made a video where he was saying, "Yo, the podcasting thing peaked during COVID, and essentially
The views went crazy.
The views went crazy. He was making a lot of money.
We thought they were gonna. Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, we thought they were gonna stay that way, but then obviously as soon as things went back to normal, the views they dropped. But he said they went back to normal. So what they did is literally because it's overnight success. This injection you had of views and new eyes on your platform. You took which is so stupid. I don't know how you couldn't correlate the two, Mark. It's lockdown. No one can work. No one can really go nowhere. No one can do that. Of course, people are just going to digest content.
Facts.
So people are watching everything. So you're going to think, oh shit, these 3 months has gone crazy. Let's buy that skyscraper. But when you get back to normal, you can't pay a light bill. Yeah, you idiot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say,
They
man.
said my man had like 25 staff.
Well, Mark, you remember you sent me the video, when they were showing the behind the scenes. I said, and you know me, I'm going to like watch remote on people, But I said, Mark, that ain't going to last 5 years. What did I say, bud? So it ain't going to last. Fam, the network thing don't last. And you see BBC, IT. With the network thing, Mark,
Break it down.
unless you have two things, ridiculous levels of retention and or advertisement / sponsorship, to pay the bill. So pay all the I'm keeping it basic now. Insurance, legislation, utilities, staff, cover all your outgoings basically, plus a good amount in the bank. It's gonna flop, man. Or unless you're someone who basically you miss the money bags, you're rich, Scrooge McDuck, your pockets are endless. So any fire that pops up, you can keep throwing cash at. It's not gonna work, man. You can't just have the idea, I'm gonna set up this thing. I'm gonna set up a thing, blood, and I'm gonna have 65 different shows. It's not gonna work.
Now you know what it is. You know what it is, yeah.
It's not gonna work.
Without going too deep, but to what we know. When it comes to podcasting and social commentary, people almost have to build up a trust in your commentary. Don't give it too much. Man ain't giving away nothing. You see, like, say, when a man's talking about starting a network, let's say you said, no, let's start a network, and you have a show. I'm gonna sign a show, a podcast, the realest man's podcast, and it's a set of guys who no one knows. They might have to create that show for 2 years, to build up a fan base. So if you check it, Stephen, if you look at America, because I don't think no one in the UK has done it.
From what?
What, like how their mans do it over there with like 20 shows on the one banner.
Some men have tried it, but it's not.
Right. All right. So if you look at somebody like, say, Charlemagne the God.
Yes.
So my man now, if you think about it, he's been in the podcasting game from early.
Facts.
He's been on radio, but his network didn't pop. Not even one show popped. Joe Budden, your thing was hot. You was getting all this money from Spotify, but your network didn't pop. Academics, the academy, you're doing your thing, views galore, this, that, but your network didn't pop. Adam 22 was the closest. He was the closest. Like, he actually took man who weren't getting views, and then like Flacco now. I remember when Flacco had like 1,000 subs, stuttering all over the place, but my man's put him on. So it's good at spotting talent.
Is Flacco still with him?
Flacco still, but his platform's bigger than No Jumper now.
No, Flacco.
Yeah. But you see, like, while it is he's the only man who's got. No, there's one other guy, one of the original mans. He's passed now. Combat Jack. You wouldn't know my man.
Okay.
That was one of the, like, he had Brilliant Idiots in that from the early days. But what I think it is nobody's got the answers for what happens next.
Nope.
Like, remember, we've never been here before. None of us have ever been at this place where, yo, you're creating your own content and the world are now tapped into the internet more than they are TV. So no one knows what happens tomorrow, what happens in the future. You see what I'm saying? Nobody knows. It's like when YouTube first started. I never forget it. When YouTube first started, yeah, I remember Liverpool were playing Aston Villa on a weekend, and we was at work, and Liverpool played Aston Villa, and this young guy was like, this young youth is like, he was on work experience, but he finished work experience, and we gave him a job on a weekend, on a Saturday, and I'll never forget it. Villa was playing Liverpool, and we was at work, and that the shop was really busy and that, and then the youth goes, yo, what's the Villa scores? Because you don't want to usually look at the scores before you watch the game. So he's like, yo, what's the Villa scores? And man's are like, yo, we don't know. He's like, yo, go on YouTube. He's like, yo, go on YouTube. So I'm like, yo, what's YouTube, man? He's like, yo, go on the computer. So I remember gone on the computer, he's gone onto YouTube, and I remember seeing his site. Like, I'm like, yo, this is mad. And that was 2000 and
like 8ish or 9.
Back end or early 9. Back end of 8 or early 9.
Because it launched in 8, innit?
So my man's done that now. So boom. I remember saying, yo, this is mad. Like, this is crazy. So from that point now, nobody knew what happens tomorrow. Like
wow,
you know what I mean? No one knew. And we're at that place
facts,
again now.
Bible,
See what I'm
we
saying?
haven't been here for a while.
Facts.
I saw a video with the creators, Mark. They were going to lock it off, blood.
They were.
Oh, we got no traffic and all that.
Yeah.
Imagine that, G.
Yeah.
Listen, sometimes you just got to stay persistent.
But man's always forget the story that it was being worked on for damn near 8 years.
Yeah.
Before they got it.
People just remember, it launched it. Yeah. Man,
So,
I keep telling you, no one ever remembers the come up, you know.
Facts.
People just look at you at the top and be like, yeah, mine was overnight success. Family Geezer was grinding for 12 years.
I never forget it, man. You know that brand, Paul's Boutique?
Yeah.
Like, to Paul's Boutique, a lot of people think them man blew over. Them man put in graft, man, to make their money. Like no one sees the journey.
Nope.
On the way up the hill.
Nope.
Do you know what I mean? So what I'm getting at basically is that it doesn't matter if you got a big show, small show, whatever you got. No one knows where we're going tomorrow. No one knows that. No one knows what the world looks like tomorrow. The world could look like Ready Player One tomorrow, or the world could look completely different to that. None of us know. So with Adam 22, you have to think about it like this. Like, if you're looking in America, he's one of the few mans that ain't solely guest based, innit?
Yeah, true still.
Yeah. No, in terms of, hear the method to my madness, fam. Meaning that a lot of man will look at, like, say, Gillian Warlow. Like, yo, look how them mans are doing it. I'll leave it here.
That's the way to go, man.
I'm gonna say no. Guest base.
Guest base is the way to go.
Let me say this: what's good for the goose is not always good for the gander, innit? What you saying, Steven? What you saying, Steven?
I ain't got nothing else to say on that. But yeah, give her too much jewels, man.
What's good for the goose is not always good for the gander.
Nah, listen, not everyone's expressed truth. Guest base is the way to go, man.
Break it down. Break it down.
Not to break down. That's it. Statement's over, bro. Man, I'll break down nothing.
All right, say no more.
They don't pay me enough for a breakdown, man. No, I ain't no breakdown.
All right, say no more, man.
You want a breakdown? Call AA, blood.
Say no more, man.
Roadside assistance and all that gas and jazz.
One other thing before we go, people, if you're not,
Go true.
follow us on Rumble. Okay, follow us on Rumble.
Rumbling out the jungle.
Numbers on Rumble are climbing.
Shout out Rumble, man.
But if you're not, follow us on there because Rumble are damn near giving man.
Still need to take that meeting, you know.
Yeah, they're damn near giving man freedom, blood. In terms of, they're not breathing down your neck in terms of, yo, you posted this clip from this video. That's the main problem, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, when you're trying to reference stuff, and it's like the idiot who you're referencing.
That's a big reason why I'm personally, although I'm not too in, you know already, I'm not too into the reaction stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Reactions are difficult.
I think it's difficult, but I think it's just the laziest content, man.
It can be lazy content if you're not reacting to it correct. Because I've seen some reaction videos where man are damn near just watching the video with people.
I think that's why they changed the rules, Mark. Because most of the early ones in particular, so you know the channels that are big, I don't know if they still do that, but off the back of that, that's why they changed it. Because it'd literally just be them watching the whole video.
Yeah. Yeah. Not saying nothing. Yeah. And some man's have got the full setup and that, and I'm like, you're not actually reacting to this video, you're just watching it with the audience. So you're right, that's what might have made them change the rules. Because they got to look at that, man. They need to look at the flagging thing for that. Because there's a lot of people who misuse it, but then there's people who use it properly as well. So it's a bit of a mad one still when it comes to that.
Bible facts, but it's the greatest show on earth, man. Making Thursdays great again, never late again. Dynamic duo back in full effect. Your favorite podcast. Changing the world one Thursday at a time.
Yeah, man, that's it, man. People, shout out the Patreon crew.
Gang.
Shout out the Spotify crew. Shout out the YouTube crew. People, it's very important. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. Share the show. Follow us on Instagram at Express Truth Show. Follow Steven at Superman91 without the A. Follow me at CMoreCake87. That's SEAMOORE Cake 87.
Gang.
That's it, people. Hit that like button. We'll see you next week, man. It's Unfiltered, man. We out of here.